chat, time to sit down, relax, get comfortable. As a VTuber, it is time to react and join on Mama Shoe's wild ride. The first culture war. Man, when you talk about things I wish I was a part of, man, that sounds like it would have been fun. It was so toxic. That last video we reacted to with the VTuber just constantly flaming, man, that reignited something in me. Makes me want to be toxic again.
A tweet. I feel like all my videos start out like that. The other day, I saw a tweet that said, "Woke one was crazy." Attached to the
what the hell is that? I don't know.
Infamous photo of Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of Democrat politicians kneeling in African costumes back in 2020.
Why? Interesting. What? Okay.
To honor George Floyd. What a...
Wasn't George Floyd American? Whatever. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I don't give. I don't care, man.
Fever dream. There were many similar posts from people talking about how crazy woke 1 was, or woke 1.0 as they call it. Leftists talking about what they did wrong during woke 1.0.
Which is everything, by the way. They literally didn't do a single thing right. It's just that you couldn't. It's more so you just couldn't push back against it, but they didn't do a single thing right. Failed because it was inadequately. We must not repeat the same grave mistake in woke 2.0. Just stop. How about that? Why is stopping not an option? Well, I know why. Now, obviously, I know why. I always ask these questions, and I know why.
About what they did wrong during...
It's all about the message. Woke 2.0 makes more sense and has a lot more practical approach to the world. Yeah, sure it does. Just relied on a mob mentality for social justice, and that is stupid, as a social justice can only be secured by a progressive state enforcing it. Isn't that an insurance company? Which I hope Woke 2.0 succeeds in doing. No.
Woke 1.0. How they came off too strong.
Okay, here we go. For those of us, nearly everyone who recognize Woke 1.0 as a failure, what's something specific you're willing to say got wrong? Here's mine. The practice of describing policies that were like, I don't even know, Kerner Commission recommended as prison abolition, whatever.
I things like abolish the police and how they'll do things differently during Woke 2.0. Yeah. You'll get him next time, champ. And don't get me wrong, 2020 was crazy. At the time, I was a bit preoccupied trying my hardest to get Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard elected. I don't want to talk about it. But
I didn't care in that space because I was just starting out as a VTuber, right? I was playing League of Legends a lot. I was insanely toxic. Chat, I was actually... Believe it or not, I'm actually the neutered version, or as we said in the time, I'm the domesticated version of what I used to be when I used to play League of Legends all the time, and I was super toxic. I found someone who was worth it, and it didn't work out. Unfortunately, I came out less toxic and alone. It happens. It happens. These things, you know, it's what it is.
yes, from what I remember, 2020 was crazy, but that was not Woke 1.0. Woke 1.0 started long ago. Long ago when being woke was called being an SJW. Back when Anita Sarkeesian was public enemy #1. And I identify as an attack helicopter, believe it or not, was a joke young people told, and not your 65-year-old uncle on Facebook. You see, Woke 1.0 was not George Floyd and COVID masks. No. This was Woke 1.0.
Learn what mansplaining is, and then stop doing it.
I got told I was mansplaining at Offkai. That was kind of weird.
Hello, and welcome to the Shoe0nHead channel. I am your host, Shoe0nHead. You may also know me on Reddit as every e-girl combined into one insufferable millennial woman with fetal alcohol syndrome, or perhaps just Asmongold on HRT. As I am filming this, it is...
They're definitely creative over at Reddit. I mean, yeah.
The 12th anniversary of my first video on this channel.
Really? 12 years?
12 years a slave to the algorithm. So in this video, we are going to react to that video as well as a few other old videos of mine. We're going to see how well or...
I wanted to do this as well. In fact, someone suggested to me a long time ago to watch some old shoe videos. I think Kitsunero did it once, or was it Rosie? I don't remember. One of the girls did it once, and they were suggesting that I did it. I never got around to doing it, but this is an excuse for me to see her old videos. I'm all about it. I love Shoe.
How terrible everything has aged, because let's be real, a lot of this shit aged like milk.
Oh no.
Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way? What the We're going to talk about woke-
Wait, the arrow? What arrow?
Wait, why is the arrow pointing this way? What the We're going to talk about woke 1.0, the ancient lore of me and my channel, how the Overton window has shifted so far since then, how stupid everything looks back then in comparison to things happening today. I feel like every morning we wake up and we are living through yet another historical event. The news moves so fast. There's pressure to react instantly,
it's a ground
to
news.
pick a side, to
Hold on, while she's making her ground
to
news ad, I'm gonna make
support.
myself
But the reality
bigger.
is, when a story first breaks, we're not seeing the full picture. And
Got
that's
it.
why for years now I have been using today's
Ground
sponsor,
news,
Ground
baby.
News. So let's quickly give them a shout out before we get into this video. Ground News is a website and an app that lets you see how news stories are being covered all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of the political bias, ownership, and headlines
I don't even
that
know
helps
what
you
this.
understand the full
I
story
wonder what this
and make sure
the
you're
one she's
getting
gonna point
both
out today
sides.
is.
They make it really easy to compare headlines
She always
to see
points
how
out.
political bias
She always
and
points out a
media
headline. I
ownership
want to know what
can
it is.
affect the framing of a story. For example, let's check out this story about how Republicans in Congress continue to back Iran war despite the political risk. On the left, you'll see the headlines about this are like, Iran war keeps dashing GOP's midterm hopes. And this is how a right-wing outlet covers the same story. Tucker Carlson claims Israel controls US politics, force Trump into Iran war. Very different focuses here, very different vibes going on here.
She really does look different with blonde hair. Huh. Weird.
But my favorite feature of Ground News is definitely the blind spot feature. It shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum and ignored by for example, here's another story about how the Iran war is deeply unpopular with
beautiful
even Trump's
China.
voters.
I love
39
China.
sources
Magnificent
covered
place.
this.
I love that place.
64%
Especially
were left-wing and only
Chongqing,
14
China.
were right-wing.
Great
Right-wing
place.
media trying to
Cyberpunk
avoid
city
how
of the
even their
world.
own fan base are sick of this war. And here's a
China
story about how
loves me.
Ilhan Omar's
I love
sister is
China.
apparently linked to Minnesota's fraud scandal. 100% of the sources that covered this story are right-wing.
I wonder
left-wing
why.
outlets have
I
covered this
wonder
story.
why.
There are so many examples like this, and Ground News makes it really easy to just lay it all out in the open. I've been using Ground News for years now, and it is one of my favorite apps. Even the Nobel Peace Center recognized Ground News as an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. High praise. Best of all, I am currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. To get the 40% off discount, go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code on screen right here, or click the link in the video description down below to subscribe to their Vantage plan today. Big thank you to Ground News
Chat. I love hags.
for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, as
Hags
always,
are
for
amazing.
not skipping the ad. And now, back to the video. One of the most funny and endearing things that have been happening lately is people will discover my channel and then they'll make reaction videos to my videos and they'll title them things like Shoe0nHead is done with the left.
Oh,
Shoe0nHead is finally waking up.
Oh, decoy.
And it's like, I've been woken up. Do not.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised. Oh, I guess it's because they don't use those kinds of titles. I was gonna say, I'm surprised she didn't put the sea of VTubers to react to her. And I guess it's because we don't use those. Not everybody. I know Nux was on there.
Cite the
Nux is
anti-woke magic
Nux.
to me, Nuxtaku. I was there when it was written. Before your girl
Yeah, but he's a man. No one cares what he has to say because he's a VTuber and a man. Like what?
was commie mommy. For better
Oh,
or worse, I was
mommy.
one of
Sorry.
the founding fathers of anti-woke content on the internet. I saw this one tweet that was like, the idea there was a woke one is the most jarring to America's moment I've ever had. Really, bitch? I mean, I get it. I would pretend it never happened too. It was very embarrassing, but really, bitch. I was there when Bernie Sanders was talking about unions and has microphones snatched by Black Lives Matter. That was basically the birth of my entire political worldview. You can't pretend that shit never happened. I was there when a grown-ass scientist was harassed and brought to tears for daring to wear a shirt with like cartoon pinup girls.
Who is that? I don't know who that is. Oh, weird.
We need Nuremberg trial.
To be fair, that's a crazy shirt, right? That's a wild shirt to wear in public. Even I have certain like gamer sub shirts where I'm like, I probably can't wear this every day, especially not to work, right? Because I'm basically known as the anime shirt guy at work because I always wear my gamer sub shirts because I have a ton of them. I have a lot more than you would think. And I just got more at Offkai. So, yeah. It's like the equivalent of wearing an Ahegao sweater. It's not... I wouldn't have done that, personally. I would have skipped that one, I think.
For all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you in public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet,
Wait, I want to hear that one more time, sorry.
Shirt with like cartoon pinup girls on it. We need Nuremberg trials for all the 2010s. You should legally be forced to wear some kind of patch on you.
And I want to start first with those Twitter fucking freaks who came after Pikami in Silvervale. They are going to the front of the line. It's not going to be a patch for them. It's going to, especially if you're the people who made her cry, it's going to be a tattoo and it's going to be across your face. You are not going to get away with that. I in no way. In fact, most of it, we could probably find out if we just go on Blue Sky because they are still talking about it to this day, right? I want those people found and I want them found now.
Public to identify you as a woke 1.0 freak. When I saw that tweet,
Twitter
I literally
freaks.
had to stop writing my other video to make this one because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let these people rewrite history. We're not gonna let you write the history books, okay? Who do you think you are? Ghislaine Maxwell's father? So I'm going to be talking about 4 different videos here. Oppression Olympics, Social Justice League vs. Gamers, Average is Beautiful, and Questions for Men.
I think that was the one that was going to be, I think that was the one that was suggested to me, the gamer one.
Answered by woman. I'm not going to be showing the full videos because this video would be 4 hours long, so if you want to watch the...
That's okay. I'll watch them. I'll watch 4 hours of Shoe. You think I'd give a...
full videos, the links will be in the description. Thank you. I love you. Bye-bye. So,
Bye, Mommy.
Oppression Olympics was my first cultural, political video, uploaded July of 2014. 12 years ago. How old were you guys 12 years ago? I am like 60 years old in internet years, like 204 years old in e-girl years. If you have been here, if you have been with me for that long, you deserve like some kind of reparations.
It's okay, the age of 30 is in demand.
Or something. Like, you have seen some All right. I am about to watch it. I am so scared. I haven't watched this in years.
Here we go.
Hey there, pretty lady. Do you wear heels? Do you wear makeup? Do you want to go on a diet and get thin? Don't do any of those things. Hey, I'm a feminist. That's right, a feminist in 2014 America.
Can my voice even do that anymore? 2014 America! Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
I can. Okay, never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. All right, let's go.
What does that mean? That means I want you to...
Wait, what was that? Wait, what was that?
Never mind. Pretend I didn't do that. All right, let's go.
What does that mean? That
Nothing. Go somewhere where it matters.
means I want you to stoop down to my level. And that means don't go on a diet, don't wear heels, don't do makeup, don't do your hair, don't try to look pretty. I get catcalls all the time and I hate it. I just love vlogging about it though, and I love blogging about it on my Tumblr. And
she's, how do I say this? She's very energetic. She is. That's crazy. There's a lot of cuts too. There's a lot to this. Actually, I was gonna say, I don't know if I would have watched her, but I watched Maxor videos, and that's a lot more cuts. But this is Shoe like I have never seen before because I hadn't watched her older videos. Man. Age caught up there, huh?
Forget
No, I'm just kidding.
shaving. Don't shave. This video game character is dressed too sexily. I don't like it. Change it. I'm dressed
That one's still going on to this day.
too sexily and you don't like it? Stop oppressing me. Did you guys know
That one's very, very relevant to this day.
that rape is bad? Rape is bad. Does anybody know this? Rape is bad. And if you're not a feminist, you're pro-rape.
The end.
Oh, good, it's over.
that-
Oh, fuck, she's back.
No, no.
Feminism in 2014 America is completely pointless. It's just a label that people are putting on themselves to feel special because
Why do I sound so cute? It's just a label people are putting on themselves. Like, aw, someone protect her. She doesn't know how bad it's gonna get.
it's the
I've heard enough. Get her a model. She's gonna 2014 shoe. Get her into Face Connect. That's all. I've heard enough. Get her a contract right now.
special snowflake oppression Olympics. Everyone is in this big race to be the most progressive and the most open-minded and the most oppressed. It is the strangest thing.
Oh, good. I'm glad nothing's happened 12 years later. Luckily enough, people just simply don't change, I guess.
I have ever seen, and it's like infesting like the internet, and it's starting to seep out into the real world, and like I really don't like it.
So a little
Don't worry, Shu. It only gets worse. I hope you know that, past Shu. It only gets worse.
lore behind this video before we continue. First
Sure.
of all, Obama was president. Okay, this
Shout
was
out to Obama.
before the Trump era. In fact, this was like months before Gamergate even popped off. This is ancient. Some of you don't even remember
It
a
looks
time
ancient.
before Trump. Like, Trump is your normal. You don't remember what the political and cultural landscape was like before Trump. That is like crazy to me. Anyway, at this time I was like 23, 24, working at a makeup counter in the mall, and I noticed all the people
really?
around me were changing. Their personalities were shifting. They were becoming like very unfunny and like offended at everything. It was very weird. One example that sticks out in my mind for some reason was my friend screamed in my other friend's ear. My friend was like, "Ah, you're gonna make me go deaf." And then my other friend was like, "That's not funny. My brother's half deaf." I don't know why that one sticks out, but like that was a pivotal moment where I was like, what the fuck is going on? Also, we later found out that her brother was in fact not half deaf, but anyway, the only thing
I feel like everyone has a story like that from school, from their younger years, when people are like, "Oh, I have, don't do that because I have someone who was affected by that," and it's like, okay, sure, and you find out later they're just lying. Apparently, it's a core, it's a canon event to everybody. Anyways, where was I?
traced it back to was they all used the same website.
This video is mostly about
Tumblr. Yeah,
No, God! No, God!
the
please,
classic
no!
Tumblr.
No!
It all went wrong when the Tumblr dam broke. How could this have happened? All they had to do was leave the NSFW stuff in there, and none of this would have happened. I need feminism in my degree is just as valid as anyone else's degree. Yeah. Well, yeah, because a lot of other people's degrees are also worth dog shit now. So I guess you're not wrong. Yeah.
Oh my god, is that Big Red? Oh my god,
Classic.
just blast from the past with this face here. This woman should get some kind of like compensation for being on so many YouTubers' thumbnails. She was the face of the triggered feminist SJW for years.
Yeah.
Number one, shut the up for a second. Now,
Oh.
if you would shut the up for the
I didn't know that people actually had videos of these images. I'm not gonna lie. I've never actually seen the videos behind these, and for a lot of them, right? Even that girl, I've seen the video of the girl in the street kneeling and crying out, right, with the green. I think it's a green puffer jacket. I've seen that video. I don't know the context behind it, but Man, these are I've never gone past seeing the images, huh?
50th billionth time.
And then it was this other person. Where are
Yeah,
these people
that one.
nowadays? I wonder what they're up to.
Tumblr is the reason there
not
is
that
just this
interested.
outbreak and infestation of SJWs, ruining my internets and ruining my real life and just
My internets.
sucking the sense of humor out of so many people I know.
Tumblr
True.
was very popular back then, but there was like some dark, evil energy coming from it, and I sensed it. And at the time, that is where I thought all this woke SJW shit was coming from. Little did I
Right.
know, like a lot of these people on Tumblr were college kids. All this like rape culture, white
Now it's
supremacist bullshit was
Reddit.
coming from the college classroom. And at the time I didn't know. I was just a humble makeup salesman, so I was really confused and I felt like I was going crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to boot up the Shoe0nHead channel. I'm gonna vent and make a video. Nobody's gonna fucking see it. I don't
Right.
care. As far as I knew, there was no other videos online talking about this subject. So I just filmed it, edited it, uploaded it, and left. Like I didn't check the comment section, and I didn't even know that Thunderfoot, a YouTuber, shared my video,
Wow.
and that's how it originally blew up. And from there, I found out, oh, there's more people who agree with me. I found like Sargon of Akkad and like the Honey Badgers. It was crazy to feel like, oh, I'm not going insane.
Right.
Things are changing.
They're all in this big competition to see who could be the most progressive and the most tolerant, at the same time being the most annoying and the most intolerant people that I've ever met in my life.
At first it was Tumblr, and now it's V-tweeters. Or at least for us, right? You'll see them all the time. It's always like V-tweeters, like Binted or some people who pretty much have taken over this spot of being like the most annoying and trying to be the most oppressed people on the internet and trying to make it everybody else's problem and blah, 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 blah. Like, you guys know exactly who these people are. You see them tweeting all the time, and they have debut TBH. It's crazy to see where all that stuff came from, right? It's crazy.
It is just a big it's the oppression Olympics. Labeling yourself
Yeah.
as a feminist. Stop it. It is not a movement anymore. You do not need it. Nobody needs it. You have every single right that every guy has now. Like most feminists on the internet just hate men.
Now, if you can believe it, and this might be hard to believe while watching this video, this was transgressive back in the day. This was
What the hell does that mean?
like crazy to hear online back then.
Really? I guess in 2014, right? Because she would have caught it immediately as it was happening, right? We have a lot of people talking about it now, but that's because a lot of people notice it, right? We're all noticers. We're doing the unfortunate thing of noticing. And so everyone's going to talk about it, right? You no longer get banned for talking about things that you notice and trends and things like that and statistics. But I feel like even at the beginning when everybody, like, especially for the VTuber community, when a lot of the, like, I think when the shift happened back when Elon bought Twitter, a lot of people speaking out got so much attention on them, right? Just because they spoke out against this stuff. And I guess, history's a circle, I guess.
Especially coming from a woman. We're saying things like, oh,
Especially coming from an anime woman that's happening now. Woo!
feminism is doo-doo and like obvious ass shit. Like,
Yeah.
people have a victim complex these days. That was like sacrilegious. And now it's like nothing. Now it's like wallpaper. Everyone thinks that. Every day
Yeah.
there's like a new racist e-girl popping up and saying the N-word and then falling off a week later. Like, if this video
Shout out to Powder. Except Powder hasn't fallen off, though. Shout out to Powder.
came out today, it would get like no views because it's
Yeah.
the most basic shit ever. This video almost got me fired from my job, like they found out where I worked, they called my boss, they were like,
Wow.
she hates women, like all this stuff. When it first blew up,
She should have been a VTuber back then. Even though VTubing, I don't think it was even a thing in 2014. She should have just been a VTuber, Smile.
up, most of the comments were negative. It was just a bunch of angry women being like, you're a handmaiden of the patriarchy. Like, this was before the term pick me existed. Handmaiden of the patriarchy. That goes kind of hard. Can we bring that back?
That
Okay,
does sound
so
pretty
that
sick,
was
I'm
the
not gonna
first
lie.
video. Let's watch another one, shall we? This is called Social Justice League.
Yeah, let's hear
versus
this one.
Gamers.
May or may not have noticed, I've been fully immersed in this whole Gamergate thing since it started like 2 months ago.
Gamergate was 2 months ago. Oh my god.
What a time. What a time that was. Or, you know, it looked like, right? Man.
For those of you who don't know what Gamergate was, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's not important. Some woman allegedly slept with someone, and now the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Things happened in
Essentially, it's why all the games in the AAA space are dog shit now, right? Anita Sarkeesian getting brought up to the UN to talk about, you know, women being oppressed and other stuff in video games. And it made I don't know why, but it made the gaming companies actually listen, which is, I don't feel bad for them. If you are a gaming company that still to this day in 2016 still does this Gamergate shit and your game fails, I don't feel bad for you because you should know better. Or do it. I don't care. I'm playing Chinese games anyways.
between that, but that's basically the gist of it. Editing Shoe here. I decided to actually put in a brief explanation because genuinely a lot of you might not know. Gamergate kicked off when game devs and game journalists were accused of sleeping with each other for better game reviews. A bunch of
Oh, really? I didn't even know that part.
journalists then coordinated anti-gamer hit pieces, all coming out around the exact same day, saying things like gamers are dead and focusing on how sexist and white and male gaming
Of course,
spaces were.
there she is. And there she is. The person, the woman, the swamp hag that started it all. If it makes you feel better, she married herself at like her 40th birthday or something. She's alone, that's for sure.
That went on for like 3 years, arguably longer, and many people cite it as one of the first major culture wars online. People went to the UN to talk about sexism in gaming. There was even a Law and Order episode about
can't believe
evil
it.
sexist gamers.
This is so cringe, bro. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I can't believe that this stuff even happened. I really can't. Well, they got what they wanted. Games suck now, except for the indie scene. This is probably the best time for the indie scene because indie games are pretty much booming. You know, the Metro booming wants some more, and same with gacha games. Anything like not AAA mainstream games are pretty much popping off, right?
These guys, they just can't stand women in gaming. What did they do to you? They leveled up.
Also, low
What? What does that even mean? What? Who cares? Why would that be an Now, to be fair, I have heard of men I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. I know it happens. I know for a fact it happens. People legit harass one of my friends who is like she was a top 500 player Overwatch player, and they would like throw her games because she's a woman, and they think that basically there are incel losers, like genuine ones, right? Not just chuds who, or as they call them, you know, they call us chuds. Who cares, right? Who cares? You know, just some guys who like to banter with women, but like genuine, actual people who go out of the way to ruin the games of a woman. Yeah, of course, that happens. These things happen.
and Paul was in that episode for some
Wait, what?
reason. It was a weird time. Anyway,
Being good friends of mine get labeled as misogynist, sexist, racist, only for enjoying video games and seeing through this very obvious agenda pushing 100%.
I should have reacted to this video when I was sent this video because, boy, some things don't change, I guess.
No. I honestly could not imagine being so deluded that you actually make yourself believe that all gamers are white, cis males who are worse than ISIS. Not even men.
It's still to this day. In fact, they are doing everything they can to make them not white I never got that point of. Obviously, I understand what they're trying to do. They're agenda pushing, right? They're like, oh, these are the people who are picking games. These are the people who are buying games. We need to push these people out. Okay, you did that. Now what? Gaming isn't an easy hobby to get into. It's not. It is and it's not, right? Especially when you are buying like $60 to $70 to, at this point, almost $80 games. It's not the easiest thing to get into. You could sell TVs and Netflix and, you know, other stuff a lot easier to people than you could sell gaming to. So there was no replacement for pushing people out. And these people have lost hundreds of, probably close to $1 billion at this point. And they only have themselves to blame. They have literally nobody else to blame. That money's running dry. Maybe in a couple more failures. We'll see, right?
I'm actually like impressed that these people have the ability. They're like champions of mental gymnastics of the oppression Olympics.
SJW logic and facts. Oh my god.
Coming in like, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this. This character doesn't look like me. She's not frumpy and below average.
I always have to pause, right? I keep pausing. Sorry if I keep pausing. It's just, she knew. Chat, she knew. She genuinely knew.
It makes me insecure. Change it. Change this. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't even play that, but I don't like it. There could be a fucking black, Mexican, Chinese, demisexual, lesbian, feminist, otherkin in a wheelchair with no legs and shit. And these crybabies would still not be happy.
Oh my god, nothing has changed. Nothing has
Literally,
changed. They still
literally nothing has changed. They even have a character in a wheelchair in World of Warcraft, which I still don't understand how that works. Why is there no magic to whatever?
do this shit. They still invade nerdy male spaces and force them to cater to them. They're still purposely making female characters like ugly and frumpy. You still can't pander to them.
It's okay, chat, because you know what else just came out? Zenless Zone 3.1 with brand new Void Hunter, first Void Hunter, Ramiel. Sorry.
Because they'll never be happy.
Take a look at this.
It's a frightening and disgusting trend in the world of online gaming. Hackers rewriting code to simulate sexual assault.
Sam May stopped playing online over a year ago because of what she calls a misogynistic mentality that already exists in the world of gaming. The graphics are so good, this attack is eerily realistic.
Eerily realistic? What? What do you mean attack? Also, GTA 5 is out then?
Realistic.
Oh, that's sex? I've been doing it wrong? God damn!
Oh
There
my
you
god,
go.
I forgot all about the traffic cone. My dad literally stole that traffic cone off the street from me. I was like, Dad, I need a traffic cone for this video I'm doing. He like took it off the street and he's like, here you go. He didn't even like ask what it was for. I was just like, thanks. Like, it's good to have a supportive father in your life.
That
This one
traffic
is
cone never go
called
home?
Average is Beautiful.
Race together? Wow, how progressive!
Oh my god, race together. I forgot
Wait, what?
all about this.
What does that
In
mean?
2014, Starbucks did this thing
Race
called Race
Together?
Together, where I shit you not. They made baristas write hashtag Race Together.
What the
on
hell does that
cups
mean?
To encourage
Wait, you couldn't mass produce that? Wait, that sounds obnoxious. What? Why would you write that? That sounds really annoying to do.
discussion about race relations with customers.
Oh yeah, let's get
I don't want to talk to you about that if I'm which I would never go to Starbucks. I'll pass. I'm Mexican. Why would I want to talk to a random barista about it? To be fair, nowadays, they would be the people to want to talk to you about it because they just got fired from like Googie Soft. But why would I want to talk to you about it? I got things to do, brother. Give me my drink. I'm going. I got other stuff to do.
let's get rid of race relation, like, tension by just making awkward conversation about race.
I don't
At
want to talk to you
Starbucks.
about it.
Why?
They were forcing 18-year-old kids to have awkward-ass
so bad for
discussions
them.
with strangers about race. Yeah, can I get a tall cappuccino? Ah, yes, hello. I see you are a person of color. What the f*** were they
What?
smoking back then?
Like, I just imagine some black lady, like, on her way to work, walks into Starbucks, like, oh, can I have a latte, please? And the barista just like, ah! I see you are a woman of color.
Oh my god. I made the same fucking joke. I didn't even. That's I did it again. Wow, it's almost like we have the same brain or
Double like
something.
you're the same
This is social
person.
justice. You can, like, invade video games all you want. You can do whatever you want to comics. But don't touch my Disney. I will send the hounds on you.
Well, about that. Anyway, how about that Disney, right?
Oh god. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her. Nobody tell her.
Weird.
This one is
Weird,
called
weird.
internalized misogyny.
If you're a woman capable of individual thought, you've probably had the term internalized misogyny thrown at you a few times.
What?
So, what is it exactly? F***ing retarded. The end.
Well, we figured it out. Honestly, that would have been my guess. Yeah.
There are so many stupid feminist rebuttals, but I think internalized misogyny has to be, like, my top favorite. Right after she's doing it for male attention and she'll learn when she's older. She'll learn when she's older, as if one day it's just gonna be like,
Happy birthday to you.
Holy shit! Manspreading is an issue!
Oh. The iDubbbz route, huh?
I am literally older now than I was meant to be in that skit about the future. And I did not, in fact, learn when I got older. I
She didn't go the iDubbbz route.
got worse.
these people
Yeah.
have an excuse and a buzzword
I guess empathy wasn't learned at the tender age of 30, whatever the hell iDubbbz is.
for everything. Racist, sexist, MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged.
Oh my god.
Oh, she still does that. Wait, she still does that kind of bit to this day. I remember she did that in one of the videos.
MRA.
MR what?
I forgot about MRAs. Oh my god. MRAs were men's rights activists. And before people were getting called like incel online for criticizing women or supporting men, they were being called MRA. Yes, it was.
I've never heard that. When was that a thing? Well, to be fair, at this time I was probably in the streets, so I was holding it down on the block before knowing what any of this stuff was.
Considered a insult back then to care about men's rights.
And we weren't exactly, you know what,
This was
whatever.
before the modern red pill. This was before Andrew Tate, Clavicular, Fresh and Fit. We had like Roosh V.
For the longest time, I wanted to do a post on how to approach girls that are ordering a drink at the bar. So what I did is I went to the toy store and I bought some dolls. These two are the cute girls who you want to have sex with.
That was our Andrew Tate back.
I see.
MRA, right-wing, conservative, privileged. They do this to move the goalposts. So then you're like, oh wait, I'm not an MRA. This is why I'm not an MRA.
That's why you don't play the game. Like, I didn't know this at the time. I was naive and stupid. But you don't fight back. You don't go like, oh no, I'm not right wing. I voted for Bernie. I have a gay friend. Like, no.
No, accept everything. Accept every single thing. Whatever, it's funny. You might disagree, by the way. You don't have to do this. I do it because I think it's funny. Whenever they try to label me as something that's probably bad, like, oh, you're an incel or whatever, you're a chud, I roll with it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I sure, why not? I don't care.
Shut up. No. You just have to go, okay, and even if you're not, because literally all they have is the ists and the isms. Defending yourself from their thought-terminating buzzwords is just, it's useless. It's a waste of time. I wish I knew that back then. So this
Yeah.
is my most viewed video
Questions
ever.
for
10
men.
million views.
Wow.
Demonetized. Haven't seen a
Damn
single
it.
cent from that video.
Damn it. She tried to appealing it or
10 million views. Demonetized.
potential for partially blocked. Damn. Partially blocked and still 10 million views. Damn. I wonder how she would have gone if it did. Buzz, every man ever is my ex-boyfriend feed.
Haven't seen a single cent from that video. Awesome. Anyway. So we all know BuzzFeed.
That's like a couple grand too. That's like how much? 10 million? It's a lot. It's a lot, mind you.
Is the internet equivalent of ass cancer. We know this, and I'm pretty sure the website is a government experiment created to test my patience. Is that a Mr. Meeksy shirt? Oh my god, dude. Back when Rick and Morty was funny. They're known for hits like, let's get fat women to do
No, that's okay. There's no reason to do that.
Is only fit gymnasts can do. Being a woman is hard because compliments and damage control the video. So without further ado, I present to you 36 questions feminists have for men. They were just pumping out videos like this constantly. Every week, another mass-produced corpo slop, anti-man, anti-white video.
So when you see the word white, what comes to mind?
Privilege. I think power.
We can never let this happen again. I don't care if Trump blows up the world, okay? They can make Israel a 51st state, as long as I never have to hear,
Hey, fellow white guys.
ever again.
Chad, I'm not even white and I hate this shit. It's so obnoxious to hear. And I'm not even white. I can't imagine what it's like to be, you know, to have to be told this constantly. I get half of it because I'm still a man, but, you know, I'm Hispanic. I get a pass, I guess.
And
how does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump?
How does it feel to be the same sex as someone I personally politically disagree with?
I don't care. What? Wait. How old is that video? Also, I don't care. I have better things to do.
The man is literally Satan to these people. Like, they could have said Hitler. And they basically meant Hitler. Trump is their Hitler. It's very trendy to hate Trump right now. Oh.
Well, that trend never died.
Oh, wow. I'm pretty left-leaning, but I've been called a Trump supporter like 6 times in the past few months.
It's that, to be fair, it's gotten worse. Now it's all the time for her.
6 times. 6 times. Oh, you poor baby. Try 6,000. At the time, the anti-woke, anti-SJW genre was mostly full of liberals. It was mostly liberals criticizing, all of this stuff, all of this woke behavior. We all saw this as not real liberalism. This isn't the real left. The real left cares about, real equality and workers' rights and blah, 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 blah. We wanted to call our side out. Obviously, that didn't work, but we tried.
Yeah, you could say that. It definitely didn't,
Why do you have to sit with your legs so wide open?
Men have balls. Oh my god.
Balls?
Man-spreading. One of the top issues people would talk about nonstop back then was men sitting with their legs slightly open on public transportation.
Like a slut. Sorry. Why does men spread? Why does men spreading feel like it's the beginning of the beginning position before you get backed? I don't know why. That's what it sounds like to me. Spread 'em, boy.
It was seen as some patriarchal statement of power or some shit.
Right.
Every week we had to hear about manspreading.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly possible.
What happened to all these little pet issues they were all upset about? I guess
don't
people
know.
can't afford houses now, right? They can't find jobs. I don't think they have energy to talk about the pink tax or manspreading or whatever.
Why are straight guys so obsessed with lesbians?
Wow, this chocolate bar sure is good. But you know what would make it better? Wow, another chocolate bar.
I've never heard it put quite like that, but sure.
2 of a thing I like together.
Yippee!
People still come to my channel to this day and leave comments on my videos like, "Are you the chocolate bar girl?" My legacy.
Why do
There it is.
to be paid less than you?
The wage gap is simply the average earnings of men and women working full-time. It does not count for different job positions, hours worked, or different jobs.
Well,
it has
there it
nothing
is.
to do with the same job. It has nothing to do with discrimination.
So the reason I have a button that debunks the wage gap is because back in the day you could not escape hearing about the fucking fake-ass 77-cent wage gap bullshit.
Right.
I don't think you hear about the wage gap anymore because young women
are out. Yeah, that'll do it. Also, whatever happened to the button?
are starting to out-earn young men. So that's a little awkward.
Why are women
Yeah.
perceived as the weaker sex?
Because on average, we are.
Yeah, genetics, science. It's all very technical, but there's a reason for that. Because it's true. Now, obviously, I don't care. You're gonna have an example. I'm gonna have an example. I want to be held by your example, and for the most part, I also want to be held by my example because I love strong women. But that's not the point.
It's a fact. Trigger
God, I
warning.
love muscular
Facts.
women.
Libs owned. Trigger warning. Facts. Okay, Ben Shapiro, calm down. I thought that was such a mic drop.
Are you intimidated by a woman who makes more money than you? That's awesome.
It is. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's amazing. I would rather stay home and play my silly little Chinese gambling games. I would love that. 100%. I want to be the way of the house husband. You're absolutely right.
More money. So when women make less, it's called the wage gap. But when men make less, it's just more money. Sorry, I'm like responding to the old video instead of my video. I forget how stupid these talking points were, dude. And sorry, I'm just watching these videos. I'm thinking about all the fucking people on Reddit who are like, Shoe0nHead sent me down the alt-right pipeline. Really? This is what did it? How the fuck is it my responsibility if you watch milquetoast ass shit like this and start goose stepping? I went down the alt-right pipeline. I was a Nazi.
I still don't understand what this pipeline is. I only know pipe in your mom.
First of all, no, you weren't. No, you weren't. You probably watched Ben Shapiro owns college liberal compilations, and then some other YouTuber years later told you that's what being a Nazi is, and that actually having the politics of a Walmart HR department is salvation. Like, can we fucking relax? I'm sorry, I don't understand the YouTubers and streamers from this era who have like trolls remorse about this shit, that feel guilty for making fun of this stuff back then because
we mean you specifically, Ian. I hope you know that. Like you specifically, iDubbbz.
They think them making fun of this stuff gave rise to Trump and whatever. It's like, no, this stuff gave rise to Trump, not you reacting to it. Like, why wouldn't you make fun of this shit? It's ridiculous, and it's—
Of course you should make fun of this stuff. Why would you not? It's free content. Especially nowadays. Why would you not make fun of things that would get you free content? Content is so abundant. You might as well— it's a gold rush out there. Get to making content and make content about other people's content and then make more content from that content.
Counterproductive. Like, you wonder why so many Gen Z men are further right than like boomer men. It's not because they watched a YouTuber called BuzzFeed cringe, right? It's because BuzzFeed and things like it, the media, academia, the culture that they grew up in, a reactionary movement needs something to react to. Like, this shit, as goofy as it was harmful. It was harmful to society in general, and it was harmful to like the left, because this is how people saw the left. Trump wasn't elected specifically because BuzzFeed, right? Like, that's stupid. But there was this like slingshot effect against woke one. But more importantly, there was a hole in politics left from a do-nothing neoliberal neocon establishment that was just waiting to be filled by a populist, and Trump filled that hole. Trump filled America's hole. He got America pregnant.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
And 9 months later, out pops a war with Iran. And America's like, I didn't ask for this. Well, why'd you open your legs, whore? Sorry, you were asking for it. Okay.
Wait, where's all this coming from? Wait, what?
Sorry. Anyway.
That sounds like some unresolved trauma, dude. Wait, what?
Hey, now people online are like, oh, woke 2 is gonna be great. Woke 2 is gonna hit like crack.
If you thought we were woke before, you done went and...
I hate how they talk about it, too. It sounds so... you know what? There's no other way to put it. It sounds so gay. This is the dumbest, lamest shit I've ever heard, bro. Like, this shit's just... Like, it's so lame, bro. Do you guys not feel embarrassed by saying this? And they think they sound hard, bro. Like, you sound super... I want to steal your lunch money. And I feel like I could. Because you just sound like a bunch of dorks saying this shit.
Woke the beast.
Oh my god. Yeah, she looks like she's in her 60s and she talks like it.
Welcome to Woke 2.0.
Do you want Hitler too? Because that's how you get Hitler too.
You guys, they don't want to stop. It's just going to get worse. And then they have no one else to blame but themselves. Just leave things alone. But you don't want to because you can't. All right, that's fine.
You're not doing this shit again. I would kindly advise against it. If you look at everything happening now, like...
Wow. Sorry, she's really... I wasn't expecting that. I really like her with her hair down. Sorry, go ahead.
Literal pedophiles running the world. Bills being passed to merge our military with foreign militaries. A bunch of AI surveillance cameras popping up everywhere. Bombs we pay for with our tax dollars against our will going to blow up children. All of this shit seems extremely petty and unimportant. But it was part of this like deeply subversive, destructive rot in society. I used to always say that culture war was
she put her hair up. Sorry, go ahead.
distraction from class war. And for the most part, I still kind of think that's true. But I can walk and chew bubblegum at the same time, you know? I could want the rich to pay their fair share and also want my children to grow up in a world where it's not socially acceptable to hate them. Yeah, these videos were a little cringe and like, I don't think they aged that poorly. Some of the
a lot of the messages aged poorly. It's more so she was a lot more energetic. But I think that it was just the style of video that was out back then, right? That's probably how that happened.
The jokes were really cringe and like...
That too, yeah. The jokes were not the best.
Facts and logic, liberals! Pretty much do the same videos, but now they're more like organized and structural and scripted. I do the same...
They feel more mature. Does that make sense? Which, obviously, she got older. It feels like it's... obviously... That's gonna work. That's how that's gonna work because she's older, right?
Videos, but in a more medicated sort of way.
Yeah,
Big Vivans has taken away your millennial quirk chunguses. Big Pharma won't let me go. Merp. So that was that video. I thought it would be fun to do. What did you guys think? If you want to see my full, raw, unedited reaction to my first video, there is a bonus video up on my Patreon right now. Link down below. What the fuck? Also, all Patreon members get every single video a day early, uncensored, no bleeps. I'm also doing Patreon-only live streams now, so I would love to see you guys there. Lots of stuff going on. Link down below. Join today. We want you. Join the Shoe Simps. Join the SS today. Also, a big thank you again to today's sponsor, Ground News. Go check them out.
I love joining the Shoe Simps.
Link down below. And I will see you guys with a new video. Bye!
I believe in shoe simp propaganda, baby. Let's go. I'm assuming she's gonna have something at the end. What is she gonna yell out? Oh! I heard. Oh my gosh.
Oh!
All right. Ow. That's wasn't good. Not a good one. Not a good one. Sound like it hurt. But chat, I hope she's okay. Anyways, chat, let me know how you guys feel. Comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.